What is going on, everyone? I'm back with another video, and so today we are going to be reviewing Ninjago episode 66, The Hatching for Hands of Time. So, to be honest, this episode really explains everything between Wu and Acronix about their history, along with Garmadon and Crux, and pretty much with the rest of the Elemental Masters too. So Wu explained to the ninjas had a lot of questions. Wu asked all their well, not all their questions. He actually told them the backstory of how the Serpentine War, how it was all peace. As sooner or later, the Time Twins betrayed the peace and betrayed the Elemental Masters along with Garmadon and Wu. And so the only Elemental Masters was left was Shadow, Metal, Smoke, Lightning, Ice, Fire, Water, and I guess so Time too. Well, the Time Twins betrayed them, and that's when they started fighting. That's when they were they were really unbeatable. So they were really unbeatable, because Acronix had the power to fast forward time and slow mo time, while Crux had the power to reverse time and pause it. And since they were unbeatable, they had to find a way how to stop it. Find a way how to take away their powers, stop them, and just beat them until they found a solution. They because they have these weapons. I forgot what it's called though. Some kind of special stone. I forgot. It's called Chronic Stone. Something like Chronic Stone. Chronic Stone that was used to absorb their powers so that they don't have any elemental powers anymore, which was pretty much their plan. They had them sharp claws and all that. It's pretty much what the Time Blades without the powers. And so Wu and Garmadon use those weapons to fight Crux and Acronix. They beat them in a battle, and Crux and Acronix use their powers against them, but they absorb their powers, and they're no longer Elemental Masters anymore. Oh yeah, and Acronix and Crux was the Elemental Masters of Time. They was, but they're not anymore because their power's been taken away and formed the Time Blades. And afraid about no one can have the power of time, so Wu and Garmadon had used the Time Blades and made some kind of time vortex to send the Time Blades in different timelines, so they'll never be seen in Ninjago ever again. While Crux and Acronix, they didn't want to admit defeat, so they went inside the portal. And that's when we didn't know where Crux was gonna come. Wu knew Acronix was gonna come yesterday during episode 65, but he didn't know when Crux was gonna come. And so pretty much and that's when later on there were Union Crux and Acronix. It looks like Acronix was kind of into Cyrus board creations between electronics and stuff like that. Crux didn't really seem to care. And also the part that even shocked me most about Nia and Jay was just about a kiss. Now that was my moment. No, actually I didn't. Well, I really liked that moment, to be honest. And that's when they talked about how Samurai X was kind of mostly her thing. That was a thing that she created. Though being a water ninja, she likes it, but she kind of liked being Samurai X a little bit better. She can't help being Samurai X. And that's when they realized that Cyrus Borg place was in trouble. The ninja went and go it was only one. Well, Crux and Acronix's plan was to create Vermilions. That was part of their plan, was to create Vermilions. And that's when they assumed that Vermilion samurais, pretty much they're like samurais. So the ninja went because Cyrus. Okay, let me start over. Cyrus Borg created some new invention, and everyone was pretty hyped for it until they saw Vermilion a Vermilion about going to attack Cyrus Borg place. And so the ninja wouldn't go race right after that samurai, but it seemed like he was unstoppable because every single time when you fight him, every single time like when you fight him and stuff like that and defeat him, he'll rise right back up again, which makes him a hard foe, makes the Vermilion a hard foe actually. You know, they started fighting because their main objective there was to get Sarisborg. That was their main objective. And so pretty much, yeah, that's when the ninja went to go fight, all the, Vermilions. Well, Zane, because they want Sarisborg, so Zane went and caught Sarisborg, tried to rescue him, like get him to safety and stuff like that. But that's when, Zane was feeling, like Zane was, he ran, like, he took Sarisborg and left, and that's when Crux and Chronix, like, they saw that Zane tried to take Sarisborg away, and that's when, Crux had an idea, and that's when, and sooner or later they saw Dr. Saunders, which was kind of diversion for Zane to, not see anything, realizing, and that's when a Chronix, well, I think so it was a Chronix, yeah, pretty much, Zane got sucker punched, and then he fell and he's like, knocked out. He looked paralyzed though. If you saw the ending, he looked a little paralyzed. And then that's when the ninja defeated them because of Jay and Nia's powers together. They shocked the machinery inside of them with the water. And that's when the snakes went under inside the sewers. So they had a feeling that whatever those things were, they know they're gonna see it again. And realizing, and probably Sarisborg probably knows, so that's why they took him with them. But like, they realized that they were left with Zane. So, they went to find Zane, and then they realized that Zane was, knocked out. And so, pretty much, yeah, that was the ending of episode 50. No, my bad. Episode 66, The Hatching. That was the review, the whole entire thing. So, I'm kindly gonna ask you to please come like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.